Good morning, student. Today in this practical class I am going to explain you about the food test, and today we are doing the Benedict test. This test is used for sugar, for both the reducing and the non-reducing. First, let me tell you that you must be knowing what are carbohydrates. Carbohydrates, they are the group of natural occurring carbonyl compounds. That they can be an aldehyde or a ketone, and they also contain several hydroxyl group, means OH group. It may also include the derivatives and which produce such compound on hydrolysis, means when they are hydrolyzed with water. They are the most abundant organic molecules in nature and they are referred as saccharides. So, what are saccharides? They are the organic molecules. The carbohydrates which are soluble in water and sweet in taste are called as sugars. Just my dear students, they also sugar. So carbohydrates which are soluble in water and sweet in taste are called as sugars. Now, as I told you, sugars, they are of two types. One is the reducing sugar and another is a non-reducing sugar. So what are reducing sugar? Reducing sugars are the sugars where the anomeric carbon has an OH group attached and they can reduce other compound, means when carbon it is having OH group and when they are reacting with other compound, such type of sugars they are called as reducing sugars. Example, maltose and lactose. Then what are non-reducing sugars? Non-reducing sugars, they do not have OH group attached to the anomeric carbon, so they cannot reduce other compounds. Sucrose is example of non-reducing sugar. Now, as we have to, for sugars we are doing the Benedict test. The Benedict test which are doing for reducing sugar are first reducing, what are reducing sugars? As reducing sugars all include all monosaccharides, example glucose, fructose and some disaccharides such as the maltose. Now, what is the composition of Benedict solution? This is the reagent we are using. So, what is the composition of Benedict solution or Benedict reagent? Benedict solution is a chemical reagent named after the American chemist Stanley Roster Benedict. So, who discovered this Benedict or who prepared this Benedict solution? It is an American chemist, that is Stanley Roster Benedict, and after his name this reagent is given the name. Now what it is? It is a complex mixture of sodium carbonate, sodium citrate and copper sulfate pentahydrate. Means it is a complex mixture of sodium carbonate, sodium citrate, copper, that is cupric sulfate pentahydrate. A positive test with Benedict reagent is shown. How you are going to detect that this is a sugar when a positive test is coming with Benedict reagent? That is due to the change of the color from blue to brick red precipitate. That means Benedict test is positive. Now in procedure what we are doing? We are taking 2 ml of the solution, whatever solution that will be unknown. Here I have told you because that we are doing the Benedict test, so you for sugar, so you know. But when you will be doing practically that unknowns, you will take 2 ml of that unknown solution and to a test tube and add equal volume of Benedict solution. That means if you are taking 2 ml, then you are going to add 2 ml of Benedict solution only. Then you shake it and boil the mixture. What happens? The observation you are going to see, the blue color of the mixture changes to green, then yellow, orange and finally form a brick red precipitate. Means the blue color, when you will add to the unknown solution, Benedict solution, that blue color will change either to green, yellow, orange and finally to red. That means the amount of precipitate gives a rough indication of the amount of reducing sugar present. Means it will be according to that color, whatever color is changing, you will be able to detect the amount of the reducing sugar present in it. And here you can see very well in the test tube, that is blue, green, orange and finally the red color. Now Benedict test for non-reducing sugars. For non-reducing sugars, the procedure what we are doing, we are taking 2 ml of the solution of the non-reducing sugar, or when you will be doing 2 ml of the unknown solution in a test tube, and then you will add 1 ml of hydrochloric acid and boil for 1 minute and allow it to cool. क्या अगर आपने टेस्ट ट्यूब में आपने 2 ml सोल्यूशन ले लिया, 1 ml उसमें हाइड्रोक्लोरिक एसिड डाल दी और उसको बॉईल किया, फिर थोड़ी देर यू विल कीप इट ठंडा होने देंगे एंड देन ऐड 1 ml ऑफ सोडियम हाइड्रोक्साइड सोल्यूशन. जब थोड़ा ठंडा हो जाएगा देन यू विल ऐड 1 ml ऑफ सोडियम हाइड्रोक्साइड एंड इक्वल वॉल्यूम ऑफ बेनेडिक्ट सोल्यूशन. अब जितना उतने वॉल्यूम जो पूरा बना है ना सोल्यूशन, उतने ही वॉल्यूम में आप बेनेडिक्ट सोल्यूशन डालेंगे. यू विल शेक एंड बॉयल द मिक्सचर. You will shake and boil the mixture. Then what you are going to see in observation, the blue color of the mixture changes to green, yellow, orange and finally form a brick precipitate. That means the amount of precipitate gives a rough indication of the amount of non-reducing sugar present. Either of the colors. From the blue it will be changing to these colors. It will change to green, it will change to yellow, orange and finally brick red precipitate. So that means non-reducing sugars are present. So the basic principle for the positive test of Benedict test is that Benedict solution they contain copper sulfate, and when reducing sugars are boiled with Benedict solution, then what happens, they reduce the cupric ion into present in the Benedict reagent to cuprosine, and which are precipitated as insoluble red copper oxide, that is Cu2O. The red copper oxide that is giving the red color and it is insoluble. So this is a positive test of sugar. So for sugars we are doing the Benedict test. In our next practical class we will do that for fats, for starch and for protein. I hope you have understood this. It's very simple that we have done the Benedict test for reducing sugars and non-reducing sugars, and what is happening, this copper from +2 oxidation state it is changing into +1 oxidation state and it is precipitated as Cu2O, which gives the red color. So you will be able to do. Now come on, you carry on and do the practical and show me the result. Okay, done. Thank you.